I tend to dabble in different arts, but music's always been in my life. I've always felt like it's good to explore different types of art forms because it can influence your magic.
Mm-hmm.
It's sort of like, you know, a pianist that only can play certain notes. You know, it's like if you have a full keyboard, it's easier to express yourself in its entirety. You know, when you have a few different ways of getting that out. So yeah, music has always been a huge release for me as far as trying to process feelings and emotions and express myself. So yeah, as far as trying to incorporate the two, I used to do a lot more of it actually.
Yeah.
Used to do a lot of beatboxing and magic.
Was that a
together
conscious decision saying, I like these two things, let's blend them together, let's do something that's
yeah.
different and unique and
yeah.
something that no one else is doing? A lot of entertainment in general is about just standing out and being different and being creative in what you do.
Yeah.
And you know, what other magician can you name one that's beatboxing and doing magic at the same time?
I don't know. I don't know. But you know, as far as like rap and all that stuff, I mean, it was what I was into.
But wait a minute, like tell me, like, I'm going to share this bit that you used to do that I think is so
please.
great.
Yeah.
Which is, so he would do a trick where someone would pick a card and, you know, like we've seen before a million times, right? And then he'd make the card vanish and the person's looking through the deck who picked the card and they can't see it. And, you know, then all of a sudden Matthew starts like beatboxing and he's doing a bit and it's out of nowhere, but people are like, oh, this is different. This is unique. And as he's beatboxing, he's doing, you know, he's manipulating the cards and we're like, okay, this is going in a different direction. This is cool. I don't know what's going to happen. And then again, out of nowhere, he just starts coughing. Like, what's going on? Do we need to call someone? What's happening? And you'd have the card folded up and it was in your mouth.
Yeah.
And then the card appears, you pull it out, you unfold it and it's their card.
Yeah.
Something like that. How do you come up with an idea like that? What's the, you know, where do you find your creativity balance between music and magic and then making a conscious decision to perform a trick like that?
Yeah, I think, you know, sometimes you perform something for yours, you know, because it calls to you, you know. For a long time, I was always kind of more concerned. I went back and forth, you know, between just creating something because I thought it was artistically cool and I just wanted to make it, and also creating something because I thought it was marketable.
Yeah.
And a lot of times people can tell your intentions, you know, if you try to make something that is marketable, I feel like they can kind of feel it, you know. It's sort of like, oh, blah, blah, latest and greatest and so on and so, you know, they're so used to it. But when you come like out kind of genuine and try to create something that, it just is not what they're used to seeing and it feels really, really honest. I feel like it resonates sometimes, but it's a strange thing because you know, beatboxing and rap isn't something that everybody likes, and most of my fans, you know, my magic fans don't particularly care for it.
Well,
but,
not that we don't care for it, but it comes out of nowhere.
But
you know what I mean? Like you're doing like tricks before that, you know, ambitious card
Yeah.
routine. You're doing stuff with coins, and then you know the card disappears. We're expecting there's a certain expectation, then out of nowhere you start like beatboxing really well, and then you're manipulating the cards, and it takes a complete left turn, and we're all hooked again. We're like, what's going on? You know, and we want to see what else is up your sleeve.
Right. Yeah, no, I mean, I think, I just wanted to do something that I was proud of. And it's the same thing with a lot of the other pieces I worked on with hip hop. You know, I wrote a play when I was maybe 20 that was incorporating hip hop and magic. And it was just about, you know, my life story and, you know, sort of coming from not a whole lot of things and, you know, just trying to make the most of what I had and how magic was sort of like a symbol of hope and a way through it. So, that was you know, there was a lot of different things that played into, you know, making me want to do certain pieces. Like even that particular piece you're talking about, the beatboxing one, you know, I started off with something like, you know, I've always been into esoteric interests, like, you know, talk about something like, you know, I've always loved hip hop, you know, breaking, popping, locking, beatboxing, DJing, speaking slang when we're talking, elevating by writing and raising our conscious, never faking or wasting a day. This is hip hop. And, you know, it starts off with sort of the beginning of a bridge that I wrote when I was like 19.